everybody, hey, it's Rob from Old Style Classics Baseball Cards, and it is November 11th, 2023, so I guess technically now it's Saturday. It's about 2:50 a.m. Didn't do a video earlier today, wasn't feeling so hot, and plus we watched a couple movies tonight, so didn't get around to doing the video today. Feeling a little better now, and let's see here. Gotta clean up this here screen just real quick, just a second. Make sure you guys can see nice and clear. Got some lint all over the place. Alright. Anyway, so didn't do a video earlier. Yesterday I opened up that 2015 hobby box of Gypsy Queen that I picked up from a a hobby shop, like a collectible store at one of the malls here in San Jose. And we opened one row of cards, the right side of the box. We pulled this Daniel Norris rookie card autograph. I also pulled this numbered framed. It's got that little frame they glue on there, numbered to 499 Corey Kluber. Also got a numbered mini silver of Bo Jackson, and that is 71 of 199. And then, so I super dig that because I love mini tobacco cards. That's my favorite. That's why I like Allen and Ginter, Gypsy Queen, especially when they still did it. Golden Age, Oback, Topps 206, Diamond Kings when they were doing it. I love any minis, but especially the old-fashioned style ones. I've seen some of the newer ones, like the football card I showed you about a month ago, which is cool, but I prefer them to be like old-fashioned, like the original T206s or Allen and Ginters and Goodwins. So I love mini cards. That's what really got me going with the kind of collections that you see that I have. I will open other modern cards, you know, like those Chrome and Bowman and Topps every now and then. I just prefer this kind of stuff. So when they stopped doing these is when I pretty much mostly stopped buying Gypsy Queen. So anyways, today I got two things from eBay, and then we'll do some more of these Gypsy Queen cards that I got. We did get this in from eBay yesterday, just by happenstance. It's also 2015. That's an Andre Dawson jersey relic, game used, with the Cubs pinstripe there. So I picked this up on eBay looking for an Allen and Ginter mini framed relic card of him that would have something like this, but all they had was just the plain white, which I didn't want. So I'll just hold out until I can get what I do want. So picked this up so that I also got the box topper was this mini box of 10 mini cards, but as you can see it says exclusive cards, and I didn't notice at first, but there are some pack odds on there. Alright, we're going to have focusing issues tonight. Come on, camera. So anyhow, while this tries to focus. Alright. There you go. Approximate odds per mini box finding sequentially numbered. Autograph mini is 1 in 1,312 of these boxes, or 628 to get one of those mini books, which we didn't get. So we did show these on the break last night, but they are exclusive, so they are image variations. So we did show the difference between the Jock Peterson rookie card and the one that was in the box. So maybe we'll get around to doing that, show you that later. But it is the same exact number, number 3, but it's a different image, so they are exclusives. So kind of think of it like a cross between like a Allen & Ginter black border card and like the super short print. It's the same number as the black, like, you know, the black border on Allen & Ginter. Let's say you had card number 1, you can get card number 1 black border with the same image in Allen & Ginter, but in Gypsy Queen it's the same number but an image variation. So pretty self-explanatory there. Alright, we got 2 things from eBay. I didn't think I'd get anything today because it's Veterans Day, or it was, and I thought they would be closed for sure, but apparently not. So the post office delivered today. Just a few highlights from yesterday, aside from picking this up. The shop that I got the Gypsy Queen 2015 box from was selling some old wax, and then they also had these rack packs. So I picked up two 1984 rack packs for Topps, and they both had Andre Dawson as the All-Star card. So I accidentally opened the wrong pack because the other one had Hall of Famers right here, but I accidentally opened it, but that's fine, because as long as I have one that has Andre Dawson in it, I'll keep it like this for my own collection, since I'm a Dawson PC guy. But the other rack pack was just epic. We had 12 Hall of Famers in that. Most of them were like league leader kind of cards, but that's okay. So I did pull this Andre Dawson out of it. Same as the other card, but you can see the centering's not great there. But this will just go in the binder, you know, for show, basically. So that was a cool one. Then one of the good Hall of Famers that we got in there was this really good looking version of Jim Palmer. Now, I did 5 videos yesterday because I spent the first video rambling on too long, joking around. The second video I opened some of the packs, but then my wife wanted to go eat, so had to wrap that one up. Went and ate, came back, did the rest of those wax packs, and then I got the last video where I started opening the Gypsy Queen with the Andre Dawson relic card, because I knew it was going to be a Gypsy Queen product. So anyway, so that's a really good looking Jim Palmer. Out of all those wax packs, I got 3 87 Topps, 3 87 Donruss, 3 86 Topps, and 1 88 Flair. And for the most part, they were all garbage. Really, I mean, we got a few Hall of Famers out of that, like Ozzie Smith, way off centered, and one Donruss pack was really good in that it had a Fred McGriff. So it was like his first year. I don't know if they consider it his rookie card, because, you know, I think Donruss, like Update or whatever, I don't know if people really consider that like true rookie card or not. But we got a really good centered, beautiful shape Fred McGriff 87 Donruss, which is probably the best looking set of the 87s, but all 3 of them are epic, Topps and Flair. So there's a little bit of what I got yesterday. Once again, if you're just tuning in, now it's technically Saturday. If you've been watching my videos, Mom's hadn't been doing very good and was in and out of the hospital, and she did die on Tuesday morning. So this is my escape but still hurting over that. And so don't want to glaze that over at all. Let you know I'm doing these to try to kind of give me a little bit of an escape, and not to get, not to forget or anything like that, but just my way of coping, I suppose. So we're gonna do these 2 eBays. So I just want to say, love you, Mom. Miss you. We talked a lot about her today, so that's another reason. Didn't have time to do a video earlier today, so me and my wife were talking about my mom and family, and how we're gonna cope with these different things as they come on into our lives. So just in case anyone's wondering, how could you be doing this right away? It's just my hobby, and it's kind of keep me going. And thanks for all your well wishes and any prayers. Deeply grateful, and just all the prayers or well wishes are really appreciated, and invited. I don't know the word to use, but once again, thank everybody for that. Alright, so let's get on with this eBay. So let's see. Alright, this comes from Northbrook, Illinois, which is like, I think we checked with old Alexa earlier, and that's 20 miles from Chicago and like 10 miles from the city we moved from when I was like going into the first grade. From Chicago to New Mexico, we used to live in somewhere around Franklin Park, North Lake, Illinois, and that's like 10 miles from where this came from. So that's cool. It's not Jamie Moyer though, the pitcher, but hey, that's pretty cool. So hopefully we got some Cub fans here that we purchased from. Alright, let's see what we got. Really wrapped up in this receipt. Still got a little bit of the hiccups today, people. I had some pretty bad bloating today. Alright, this one's pretty cool. Alright, let me just open this page, make sure there's nothing else in there. Okay. So apparently, on these kind of cards, I'm not opposed to telling you what I paid for some of this stuff, if it has it. But no, this is just an order ID. Doesn't have the price on here. Apparently, if you go to their page, buy 5 get 1 free. That looks like Mayor 3317 on eBay. Coupon code B5G1 sale. So trying to get the discount. Valid for Northern plus Illinois plus sports cards. Only on eBay, whatever that means. Alright, so there we go. And this one's a cool one for me. This is going to be part of my PC collection, as well as part of my Allen & Ginter collection. So y'all can probably figure out what this is. This has more to do with the fact that I couldn't get my hands on any reasonably priced Allen & Ginter X yet. So I just went ahead and ordered the cards that I want, or need. I guess none of us need any of this, but so the card that I want and need for my collection was the Allen & Ginter X 2023 short print Andre Dawson, the high number short print no less. And that is card number 370. So, as discussed before, in Allen Ginter X, for this year in particular, so that looks like it's got some pretty good centering there. Anyways, Allen Ginter X, so 370, anything above 300 is a short print. I'm calling anything above 351 a high number short print, because normally you couldn't get that in Allen Ginter unless it was a rip card mini, which they still do. So and regular Allen Ginter, as you've seen if you watch my other videos, I did get a 370 super short print mini Andre Dawson, which is a different image than this. It's of him running after batting, but that is a rip card exclusive. But this year in Allen Ginter, they decided to go all the way up to the 400 cards in the full size cards, and so everything above 350 has an image variation of the person that you can get in that rip card. So yeah, you can get a 370 full size Andre Dawson card, but if you want this mini of this card, you can only get that from a rip card, which is a different image. So the reason I'm pointing that out is same with Allen Ginter X. You can get his base card, which is number 184, I believe, and then you can also get the mini version of that, 184, and then you could also get the high number short print, or any of the 400 cards you can get in the full size card for Allen Ginter X. So there's two of him in the 400 card base set, and so you can get the two full size cards of that, and you can get the full size mini, not the full size, the mini version of the short set, or the base set, which is the 184 card. So the 184 card you can get in full size, and you can get in the mini. Then you can get this card in the full size, and with Allen Ginter X there is no mini version of this card or the super short print, because they don't have rip cards. So in Allen Ginter X you can get three cards, two full size cards and the base mini. But what Allen Ginter X also does is they have mini framed autographs, guaranteed one per box. So that would be another card that you can get, but Andre Dawson is not part of the autograph set. So there is no autograph of Andre Dawson to get in this set. So what Allen Ginter does is they also have two different parallel cards, and they're both based on the base card, not this image, but the 184 image. And that is 5 mini red cards, hand numbered to 5, and then one of one silver mini. Kind of looks like that Bo Jackson I just showed you, which is a 101. So aside from the 3 cards that you can get in the base set of Allen Ginter, there are 6 mini exclusives to Allen Ginter X, hand numbered 5 red cards and 1 silver card. And if you watch my other videos, I own 3 of the red cards. So I own 3 of the 5 red minis from 2023 Allen Ginter X, which is half of the other Allen Ginter cards that you can get. So now I know I have the full size base card of Andre. Now I have this one. Now I need the mini. I don't know if I have that or not, but my binder's over there. It's on the floor, so I don't have access to that. So if I don't, then I just need the base mini, and then I need the other 2 red minis, and then the 101, and then I'll have the Andre Dawson rainbow, like the complete rainbow from Allen & Ginter X, and I don't know if anyone's ever done that. But it's possible, I mean, because they do them every year. The only difference is if he was on the autograph set, then you would have to try to get, you know, the base autograph and then whatever other parallel autographs they do have, like different ink and all that, if you were trying to run like the master. But that's cool. That goes in my collection. That's a big check for me. Any Andre Dawson from Allen & Ginter is on my checklist of what I'm trying to do. And we got this card here, or whatever this is, from Rosemont, Minnesota. Another one of these perhaps over-taped packages. So let's see if I could just rip one in open. Got an old tissue box here. I just finished this tissue box. And then I was going to throw this in the recycling, and then I was like, you know what, all these empty packs are always, you know, just floating around here when I'm opening these, and going all over the place. So I thought as I open them, I could just enter them in here. When this fills up, I could just throw that away. So, alright, so nothing else in that package. Comes with this little styrofoam and some packing tape. That kind of sucks. Let's see if we can get to this without. Here we go. Good. Didn't have to get the X-Acto knife out, people. You know how I feel about that X-Acto knife. So this can go back in that yellow package. And I finally threw away all these old packages from all this eBay stuff I've got in the last 2 months. I don't know, I was saving them in case I needed to recreate the lost videos that I had, and I thought, that's stupid, let's just throw this away. And I don't know if you've ever seen one of those collapsible, folding up little wagons that you can get at Costco. But that thing was full of just envelopes like this. Envelopes and all the junk that they pack it with. And then like those flagship collection things from Costco, just filled up an entire wagon full, and I took that out to the trash today to clean up a little bit. Alright, this one's gonna be super cool, people. Bear with me while I give you a little sneak peek. But I'm gonna take this out of this, and because I want this to be shown in all its glory, I'm gonna take it out of the top loader. This will be going into a one-touch, decent top loader. I'm gonna have to find that Fred McGriff card to put it in here. All right, and I'm gonna give you a little hint about this card before I show it to you. And let's see here. Ding 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 ding. By my shiny metal. Who could it be, people? None other than Bender the Offender himself. John DiMaggio. Mini framed autograph. This is one I definitely had to get this year. Because it's one of the weirdo cards, and a goofy card, a celebrity card. So it just covers a lot of different checks in my book. So if you don't already know, what I'm trying to do is get something different from Allen & Ginter. One of the different kind of cards that they do every year. Now, technically, this doesn't qualify because I already have many framed autographs, but I also like to get some of the goofy stuff that they've done, like the Music to Your Ears relic this year is a good example of something that I would want to check off my list, because it's kind of goofy, and but still cool, and it's a super thick card. You know, like let's say 10 years from now, I wasn't getting a whole lot of this year's Allen and Ginter, and then I seen like the talented cards, the birds, and I've been, oh, that's funny. It's like cool card with a joke angle to it. So I would have ordered one of those. Let's say that was 10 years ago. So even if I didn't complete the set, I would be like, oh, I have at least one, or like the National Convention cards, stuff like that. So this technically isn't exactly that, but this is one of those celebrity cards that is like a goofy card because he plays a goofy character on one of the best cartoons ever made. And it'd be like getting like Mel Blanc autograph, and maybe not as big as Mel Blanc, but because he did Bugs Bunny or something like that. And Bender is such an iconic character from Futurama. I mean, when you think Futurama, that's pretty much what you think of as Bender. And so this is a sweet one to have because I love that show. I love Bender. Yeah, this is cool. This definitely it checks off because it is a character that I like. So it's kind of a PC checklist more than something different. But it is something different in that it is not your typical celebrity card like Danny Glover or some rapper or some rock star or some actress, just normal actress. This is like a voice actor for a character. So in a way it does check that off the list. And it's kind of goofy too, like because it's he plays such a goofy character, and I think they actually had him as Bender when he turned into a real human in the one episode. So I believe it was an image of John here. But like that Ray relic card that they had this year, the comedian, where it's like person worn, subject worn memorabilia, but it doesn't have any subject worn memorabilia. It just has some paper in it, which is kind of Allen and Ginter doing a goof. So let's take a look at this. There we go. Mini autograph JD. John DiMaggio. I'm not sure what the I stands for. Oh, DiMaggio, like D.I. DiMaggio. 2023 Topps Allen and Ginter Star autograph card bears the signature of Don DiMaggio, voice actor. And then your standard Topps stuff, like this was signed in front of a Topps employee to verify authenticity. Camera definitely does not like shiny stuff. Alright, slowly. Sorry folks, trying to get the code for you. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to do a manual. So it looks like 3740. Alright, so that's epic. That's just awesome. I'm super stoked to have that card. Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy. Maybe I talked too much yesterday. So that's super cool. I actually got an autograph. The guy who does Bender. So I'm super happy with that. Yeah, it was a pretty decent price. I mean, it wasn't as cheap as some of the other ones that I've been picking up. But still nothing, that I wouldn't be willing to pay. And when I was getting this card, I also reminded me that H. John Benjamin was in an Allen Ginter a couple years back. And so I went online to look for an autograph version of him. But he wasn't part of the autograph set that year, so that sucks because that'd be cool to get H. John Benjamin as well. That would have been another cool one, kind of companion to this. Mostly not because they're on the same show, but H. John Benjamin does Bob from Bob's Burger and Bob's Burgers in Archer. So that would have been another cool one to get. But there you go. That's my eBay for the day. So Andre and John DiMaggio. Alright, so that one's super cool. Allen Ginter is always super cool. Now the only difference could be is, which I haven't looked at the check or their odds or whatever. 1 year I know, and it might have been 2021, they did like the base and then a glossy. And the glossies looked kind of like this. They were super dark, really rich with the black. And then the non-glossies were a little duller, like a slightly bit lighter color. So I'd have to make sure that they don't have the glossy in this year's set, but I don't think they did it last year, so I don't think it really went over well. Not that it went over bad, I just don't think people could tell the difference. You know, you'd put them together and it just looked like, oh, one's a little faded and the other's not. So I guess I'll have to look into that to make sure they don't have that. Then that would be like 3 other cards that I would have to get. Well, depending if they did that on the mini, but you get my point. Alright, so let's set these aside. And then we'll go ahead and open this 2015 Gypsy Queen. So here's the little thing that held the mini exclusive box, which I guess is their box loader. A ton of cards in this. I mean, look at this still. And then you got all those. I mean, this box is super heavy, and these boxes are cool, and we're still pretty neat. So we'll grab that middle stack, and let's go ahead and get into this. Or do you think I should stop and do another video? Maybe I'll do that, because we're already 32 minutes in, and this will probably bring me up to an hour. So this way I can just do a recap and then just dive right into these. Alright everybody, let's go ahead and stop that there. Rob from Old Style Classics Baseball Cards and Other Hobbies, Collectibles. Saying bye for now, but I'll be back in a minute.